Hello children, welcome to maths class. We are now in exercise 4.2 of your chapter 4 quadratic equation. In previous video we have learned how to identify quadratic equation, how to convert the situation into quadratic equation form. Here as I said in previous video that we will learn to find the roots of quadratic equation by different methods. So, first method is find the roots of the quadratic equation by factorization. So, factorization method is very common method. We have studied in polynomials also, like middle term factorization, that is the same method. We need to remember the quadratic equation has the highest degree 2. So, it will have 2 roots, or we call it 2 solutions, 2 roots. Let us start, learn the method. What we do, we will see in factorization method. So, equation 1 is given here, first equation in B, question number this is B.1. The first equation is given here, x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. So, we need to go for splitting the middle term. So, to split the middle term, a certain rule is there, we need to keep that rule in mind. What is that? We see the coefficient of first term and the last term. First term is x square, it has coefficient x 1 x square it is, and last term is 10. So, we need some rough work. 1 into 10, that is the product of coefficient of first term and the last term, we get a 10. Then we need to search all the factors of this number. What we got product 10. 1 is the factor of every number, we all know it. So, 1 into 10, we get 10. After 1, 2 5s are 10. Then 3 is not the factor of 10, 4 is also not the factor of 10, again 5 is their factor of 10. So, what we notice here, after 5 no more factor of 10. We notice that these 2 factors are coming for second time, and here we will realize when while searching the factors of any number, not only 10, any number factor we search, we start from 1, we go on checking, whichever factors we find we go on writing, and we will meet second time any same factor, and there we will stop searching the factor. That means, if factors are repeated for the second time, we will know after that there are no more factors of that number. So, 1, 2, 5, 10, these 4 factors are there of 10. Now, we will see middle term we need to split. Splitting mean what? Something is 1, we will make it 2. That is the meaning of splitting. So, 3 we will split with help of these factors. So, they are coming in pair, one pair is 1 10, another pair is 2 5. Either by adding or by subtracting, we will get middle term from any pair. So, 10 and 1, either we add or subtract, no chance of getting 3 from there. 10 plus 1 11, 10 minus 1 9. So, no chance of getting 3, but 2 and 5, by subtracting 5 minus 2 we get 3. So, that is the meaning of splitting. I hope you understood clearly. So, we do that, we go with this symbol OR. Actually, this symbol is of implies 2, but we generally call it OR. X square minus sign remains, we will split only this coefficient. So, 3 5 minus 2 we will put them in bracket, because binomial it is, 2 terms are there. So, we actually we did here 5 minus 2, but ultimately this is 3 only. We are splitting, that is the rule of factorization method. X remains minus 10 is equal to 0. Then we remove the bracket, nothing to do, only remove the bracket and work for this sign, minus 5 into x. I hope you know this, minus 5x, minus minus plus 2 into x, 2x, minus 10 equal to 0. And this is what our work is done here. 3 minus 3 is already done, splitting work is done, it became 2. But again I want to tell you, minus 5 plus 2 it will be minus 3 only, and then from first 2 term and then last 2 term there will be something common whenever we split after that. So, x square and x we find here 1x, here x square 2x are there. So, 1 x we will take common, remains here only 1 x minus x is out, 5 remains, bracket is closed. Then plus, if it is minus we will take here minus, if it is plus we will take here plus. But when minus comes we need to be very careful, we will see in next question. Here is plus, let us go with plus. 2 and 10, what can be taken common? 2 ones are 2 5s are 10, that means 10 has 2 into 5, no need to write, you are class 10 student, no need to write this all, these things to be done in our mind itself. Just for showing you here I wrote 2 into 5, 10 has this 2. So, we will take common 2, we took common 2 from here, remaining x minus 2 5s are 10, 2 is out, so 5 remains is equal to 0. At this step we need to check ourselves whether I have done it correctly or not. Once we take common, after that we will see what we got in bracket, they are exactly equal or not. If they are not exactly equal, somewhere we have made mistake. No need to proceed hereafter if you do not find these two exactly same. Check that solution, again proceed. But here we see after taking common we got the same thing, exactly equal thing, and then x minus 5, x minus 5. Once more this can be taken common, x minus 5. Then in first place what remains? X only, and then in second place x minus 5 is out, 2 remains is equal to 0. So, factorization completed here, but question is not only that factorize, question is what? Find the roots also. I will talk with you about roots. First let us find out this one. So, after finding the factors, what this step tell us? This step is telling that x minus 5 is equal to 0 and x plus 2 is also equal to 0. So, we will separate them in order to find the roots. Therefore, x minus 5 equal to 0 and x plus 2 is also equal to 0. We get here x 5 will come in RHS, 0 plus 5, this is 5, and here we get x is equal to 0 minus 2. These are the two roots of quadratic equation. Now, let us understand why we call them the roots of quadratic equation. When for this quadratic equation, when we use the value of variable x 5 in LHS, the equation will become equal to 0, and another is minus 2. Minus 2 also if we use in place of x and simplify the equation, we will find that LHS and RHS both come equal. That is the meaning of the roots of the quadratic equation. So, hope this is easy method, factorization method very common, we have studied earlier also this kind of work we have done. Still we need to practice thoroughly. We will go now in question number 2. Let us see that. So, equation 2 is 2x square plus x minus 1 equal to 0. First term coefficient. We start the factorization process with the first term of the coefficient of first term and last term product. So, first term coefficient here 2 and this is 6, 2 6 are 12, we get 12. And what we do after this? We start searching the factor starting from 1. So, 1 into 12, 2 into 6, 3 into 4, 3 4s are, table will be very helpful. So, 3 4s are 12, then 6 2s are 12. You see what I said, second time if we see any factors come for the second time, that means thereafter no more factor, do not spend more time for searching the factors. We got all the factors, and then middle term, then we see middle term what is there? 2x square is first term, then plus what is in middle term? 1x, 1 is not written here, but it is there 1x. That means which pair of factor will give us 1? Either by adding or subtracting. 4 minus 3, that we will do here, 4 minus 3, and x remains minus 6 equal to 0. We get 2x square, time to remove the bracket, 4 into x, 4x plus minus minus 3x minus 6 equal to 0. And after splitting, you can verify here also 4x minus 3x, 1x. Every step we can go verifying our solution. Then from first two term and from last two term something will be common. So, let us see 2x square and 4x number can be taken common, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So, 2 is common in both. 1x here 2x, x square mean there are 2x. So, 1x we will take common, 2 is out, 1x is out, 1x remains plus 4. From 4 we took 2 2s are 4, that means another 2 is remaining, x is out, minus. In the first question I told you there was plus, but when minus is there we need to be careful, minus will change the next sign. Remember what did I say? If this sign is minus, the next sign will change. We are not talking about what sign it is, whatever sign, either minus or plus. So, accordingly it will change. So, let us go minus number. Now, what we can take common? 3 1s are 3 2s are. So, 3 we can take common, bracket start, x not possible, only 1 is here, x. What did I say? If this sign is minus, next sign will change. Only we need to remember, nothing more to think about this. What we will remember? If this sign is minus, the next sign will change. So, it is what? Minus, it will change into plus. Remaining here 3 2s are 6 equal to 0. After factorization, what we need to check? What we got inside the bracket, are they exactly equal? Yes, x plus 2, x plus 2. So, our factorization is correct. Now, once more we find x plus 2 here, x plus 2, after minus also there is in another one x plus 2. So, once more we will take common x plus 2 into x plus 2, x plus 2 out. First place remaining is here 2x and this is minus 3 equal to 0. So, factorization is over, we will separate them and get the roots of quadratic equation. How we separate? That step itself tell us these both are equal to. So, first one x plus 2 is equal to 0 and what is that? 2x minus 3 equal to 0. We get here x equal to 0 minus 2 first root and we get this 2x is equal to 0 plus 3, therefore, x is equal to 3 by 2. So, these both are the roots of this quadratic equation. Hope it is easy to understand and learn. Let us go now in question number 3. So, Roman number 3 is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. So, sometimes it happens when we see this kind of irrational number and all, we think that how will be, but we need to just follow the process. What was that process? First term coefficient into last term, only that starting we will follow the same rule. So, let us start root 2, orally we cannot do, sometimes some irrational number work and all. So, we will write and do. If just number 2 into 5 or anything, we can just orally multiply and write down. Here we are not able to multiply, suppose orally we will write and then we will do. We are knowing actually about this root 2 into root 2, we get what? 2 and then 5. What we get? 5 2s are 10 and then factors of 10, 1 into 10, 2 into 5, only that much, again 5 into 2, second time factor comes, no more factor. So, already we see middle term is 7. So, very simple, 5 plus 2 7, 1 and 10 another pair of factor, that will not give us 7 either by adding or subtracting. So, 5 plus 2 will continue, root 2x square plus 5 plus 2 x, 5 plus 2 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Then we remove the bracket, root 2 x square plus 5 into x 5x plus 2 into x 2x and plus root 5 root 2. Then at this step, after the splitting, once more 5 plus 2 7x. Now, the time comes to take common from first two term and from last two term. So, let us think, here is root 2, there is 5, we cannot take common, nothing we can take common, x square x, 1x we take common, remaining root 2, 1x also remain here, 5 remains, x is out already, plus. Now, we will think 2 and 5 we cannot take common anything, but 2 and root 2 certainly something is common in that. What? Here just now we did what? Root 2 into root 2, root 2 into root 2. Here look at root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. That means this 2 has 2 root 2 in this. Root 2 into root 2, 2 root 2. So, this 2 has root 2 and root 2, and here how many root 2? This 2 has root 2 into root 2, and here is 1 root 2. That means 1 root 2 we take common. Remains in place of 2, what will remain? 1 root 2 we took common, another root 2 is still there in this place. So, root 2 remains. X we did not take common, only one x is here, with that term not there x, and 5 is remaining, is equal to 0. After taking common, we need to check. What we need to check? Inside the bracket what we got, they are equal or not? Exactly, they are equal. Root 2 plus root 2 x plus 5, root 2 x plus 5. That means we are correct till now here at this step. After this, still we can take common. Root 2 x plus 5, that is common because that are in both, and then x plus root 2 remains. So, factorization is done, then separating them and finding the roots. Root 2 x plus 5, therefore, root 2 x plus 5 is equal to 0, and x plus root 2 is equal to also 0. Here what will happen? Root 2 x remains here, 5 will go in RHS, it becomes minus 5, and finally, x is equal to minus 5 by root 2, and then second 0 will be what? X equal to 0 minus root 2. So, these two are the roots of quadratic equation, that is given root 2 x square plus 7 x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. Now, still some questions are remaining. Question number 4, let us see that. Now, question number 4, when we see, it is 2 x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. So, what we see difference in this equation, it has denominator in one term, last term, and what we know about quadratic equation form, a x square plus b x plus c equal to 0, that is true. C can be anything, constant can be anything, but thing is that if we try to bring exact this form, then thereafter the process will be very easy to use. So, how shall we remove this denominator in order to bring that exact general form of quadratic equation? We will take LCM, we know how to take LCM. This everything has denominator 1, but this term has denominator 8. So, we will take LCM, or we can just show it here also by 1 by 1, and then 1 1 8 LCM will be 8. After that what we do? We divide this LCM by denominator. So, 8 divided by 1 we will get 8 and multiply with numerator. Once more what we do? LCM divide by denominator, and what we get? Multiply by numerator. Is it clear? So, 8 divided by 1, 8 into 2, 16 x square minus. The same thing we will repeat for that 2 also. 8 divided by 1, 8 into x, 8x plus 8. Now, here is 8, 8 divided by 8 we will get 1 into 1 is equal to 0. And then at this step what we do? We do cross multiplication. You know from LHS and RHS, when we have single term, you may be seeing these are 3 terms, but this by and denominator tell us that they are not as many terms, this is just one term only. So, single fraction in LHS, single fraction in RHS, we go for multiplying numerator, denominator, another also numerator, denominator, we come this way and multiply. We can start from any side. So, numerator into denominator, let us see, numerator this all, denominator 1. So, 1 into this all, what we will get? Same thing, whatever we multiply with 1, we get the same thing only. And then this denominator into this numerator, 8 into 0. And what we were talking about in the beginning, if we can remove the denominator, after that we can use that factorization process whatever we have learnt. So, that has come exactly 16 x square minus 8 x plus 1. Let us start the process. 16 into 1, what will be? 16. So, we get here 16 ones are 16 and get the factors 1 into 16 2 into 8, 3 not possible, 4 into 4, 5 no, 6 no, 7 no, 8 into 2. So, factors coming for second time, there are no more factors after that. Now, let us see middle term. Middle term is what? 8. So, this will give us 8, 4 plus 4. So, we do that 16 x square minus 4 plus 4 x plus 1 equal to 0. We will now remove the bracket 16 x square minus 4 into x minus 4 x plus minus minus 4 into x again minus 4 x plus 1 equal to 0. Splitting is done, minus 4 we get minus 8 x. So, till now we are correct. Still continue from first term and second term we will take common. 4 4s are 16, 4 1s are 4, that means 4 is common in both. We take common 4, x square, x is also common. Then remaining in place of 16, 4 4s are 16 and 1 x is also remaining. Then second term 4 is out, x is out, 4 x both are out, 1. Now, this minus come. So, be careful what you need to remember, whenever this is minus, next sign will change, that will do later. 4 and 1, nothing is common, but 1 is common. When there is nothing common from any two quantity or two term, 4 1s are 4, 1 1s are 1. So, 1, if there is nothing common, 1 is common, remember. So, 1 is common, then remaining 4 in place of 4, 4 1s are x remaining, and when this is minus, next sign will change, it is plus. So, now it is becoming minus, 1 1s are 1. After this, what we need to see, this inside the bracket, these both should be exactly equal, we are getting that, we are correct. Let us continue now, still 4x minus 1, 4x minus 1 common, and remaining here 4x minus 1 equal to 0. We need to now separate them, 4x minus 1 equal to 0 and another one also same thing only, 4x minus 1 equal to 0. We get here 4x is equal to 0 plus 1, 1 and x is equal to 1 by 4. And here what we get, 4x same thing, 0 plus 1 and then x is equal to 1 by 4. So, I want to tell you here, seeing these roots, something came to my mind, you will get it in another topic. In previous equations we saw roots were different, but here we are seeing roots are equal. You will study in next video about the nature of the roots of quadratic equation, because we are just now seeing also every quadratic equation they have different roots. I mean, roots are not equal and here roots are equal, that means they have some different character. About that is called nature of the roots of quadratic equation. We will see, we will learn in next video. Let us continue, one or two more questions are remaining. Question number 5 now we will see. So, we are now in Roman number 5, question number 1. The equation, quadratic equation is here, 100x square minus 20x plus 1 equal to 0. So, straight we can start the process. First term coefficient is 100 and the last term is 1. 100 into 1 we get 100. So, start the factors, 1 into 100 by 2, 2 50s are 100, by 3 it is not divisible, by 4, 4 into 25, by 5, 5 into 20, by 6, 100 cannot be divided, 7 also cannot be, 8 also cannot be, 9 cannot divide, 10, 10s are. Still we continue, we check, go on checking 11 to 19, 100 is not divisible by any number, again 20 into 5. So, factors came for the second time, 2 and 20 and 5. So, thereafter no more factors, we will not search any more, we found all the factors of 100. Then we need to split 20. Look which pair can give you 20, this pair will give 20, 10 plus 10, no other pair will give. So, we continue with 10 plus 10, 20, 100x square minus 10 plus 10 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, we remove the bracket, minus 10 into x, 10x plus minus minus 10 into x plus 1 equal to 0. We take common, 10 tens are 100, 10 ones are 10. So, 10 is common. X square x, x is common, bracket start, remaining in place of 100, 10, and x square, x is out, 1 x remains, minus 10 is out, 100 also, x also out. So, 1 remains, minus is there. Remind yourself, if minus, next sign will change. What we will take common? 10 and 1, nothing is common, 1 is common. When there is nothing common, still there is 1 we can take as common. So, 1, 10 remains, x also remains, and since this sign is minus, the next sign also will change. It is plus, so it will change to minus, is equal to 0. So, this is your rough work, do it in rough side. Now, 10x minus 1, 10x minus 1, they are exactly equal. We continue the work, 10x minus 1 again common, start bracket, remaining in first place 10x and in second place minus 1 is equal to 0. Factorization is over, we separate now and get the roots. We will separate them, therefore, 10x minus 1 equal to 0, and another one is also same only, 10x minus 1 equal to 0. We get here 10x is equal to 0 plus 1, that is 1, and then x is equal to 1 by 10. So, this is the one root, and another root here also will be same, 0 plus 1, and then x is equal to 1 by 10. So, some quadratic equation have unequal roots, some quadratic equation have equal roots, that are the nature of roots. We will study more about it in next video, I have told you already. So, hope you have understood the factorization method. Now, question number 2 we will do in next video. See you.